Ready?
Yep.
Hello, you wonderful people, and welcome to News Talk, where we talk news. Today we're going to be going over the town hall debate thing, whatever you want to call it, between Biden and Trump. So,
Before we get into that, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the type of content we put out, triple tap that like button. Don't forget to turn on your bell notifications so that way you're notified every time we upload a video. We upload Monday through Friday.
we go live Monday through Friday, so that
Yes.
way you guys can interact with us. And we also have a Facebook group if you are interested. It's for everybody to join. We have a lot of interactive people on there, so we have a lot of fun with that. And the description is in the description.
The link's in the description.
It's been a light.
It's been a long night.
It's been a long night, okay?
Yes, it has.
Anyway.
How do you guys feel about the town hall where...
It's already skipping. Unplug it. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna see if we can get this to stop skipping already.
How do you guys feel about the town hall? Biden or Trump was... I don't know where Biden was. I watched Trump. He watched Biden. I took notes on Trump. He took notes on Biden. So we're going to compare the two. Trump's was in Miami.
Hold on.
Still skipping? No?
Okay, I think no, it's still skipping.
Well, then here you go and it's fine. Just go.
Okay. Alright, so I got to watch Biden, obviously, and after I watched Biden, I watched a little bit of Trump. No, it's skipping still. I'm stopping it. Hold on, we're gonna go live. Try to go live with my phone, see if it skips. Wait, is it fixed? Okay, I think it fixed. Never mind. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. We keep having technical difficulties. Jessica says it stressed her out. She ate a whole pie. Stress eating. Okay, so I did watch a little tiny bit at the end of Trump's thing, and I noticed a huge difference just in the ending.
Oh yeah, I think her name was Savannah, the one who was in BC. She was asking Trump questions or hosting the thing. I don't know. She was hosting that town hall with Trump. She was completely biased. She didn't try and hide it. She was biased.
Oh, Jessica saying we're not skipping on there. Okay, good.
Well, it's probably lagging. She'll probably get a skip here in a minute or two.
No, it just showed between like the beginning.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
All right, so since you watched Trump, just go over what Trump went through.
Okay. Well, she goes and of course she brings up the whole denouncing crap of Antifa, BLM. Trump's obviously denounced it. Okay, he's even said he denounced it. She was just mad that it happened to be 2 days later whenever he finally denounced it.
I'm going to stop. Okay, I'm gonna probably like butt in every time you say something so I don't forget it. But
okay, Trump was awful, so biased. The moderator was rude. No, Trump's was awful, not Trump. Trump was great. Trump handled it with these.
Yes, she means Trump's.
Yeah,
okay.
I know. I read it.
Okay, I'm sick and tired of them asking the same questions.
Yeah.
They asked about COVID. They ask about white. I don't know why they're so obsessed with him denouncing white supremacy when he has.
Well, because he didn't denounce
so many
it.
times.
Well, he didn't denounce it as soon as it was asked that night.
He did.
Okay, but they're mad because
he said sure.
Yeah, well,
so you can look at how you want to,
he didn't do it like, yes, I denounce it. He didn't full out say it. He just, sure. Okay, yeah, he denounces it. He's already denounced it several times before the first debate. Not only that, she said that, yeah, but you denounced it like 2 days afterwards. Like, she was really mad that he just did it 2 days afterwards instead of saying, yes, I denounced it that night.
Well, he's done it several times. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm so sick of them being so obsessed with him denouncing white supremacy. He's done it. Get over it. Move on. They keep asking the same questions. COVID-19, white supremacy, the economy, and then the
Yeah, we'll get to his tax returns, Jeff.
the Earth thing, whatever.
Climate change?
Yes, couldn't think of that.
The
Earth thing. Mother Earth. Yes, climate change. They keep asking the same things. Like, they need to come up with something else.
Do they? Why?
Who are coming up with these questions?
That's what I was thinking because they had this little note card, like it was pre-written. Did they like write down their own questions and then ask, or was it written down for them?
And I want to get to that question right now. Jessica says, I don't understand why his tax return matters.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter, but what they're doing is pulling up what the media is pushing to keep the Biden voters. That's what they're doing. They're trying to keep that mentality of he's only paid $700 whatever.
I was watching Trump's.
The dude is a billionaire. He pays more in taxes in 1 year than most of us have our entire life. That whole thing is based off a source that cannot reveal anything.
Well,
It's just a word of mouth is what they're saying, and then every other news outlet is saying, yeah, well, to him, yeah, that's true.
Well, Trump even said, well, she's like, well, is it true that you've only paid $750? Trump's like, no, but if they have his IRS, they have to go to jail because, as you know, that's
Well, it's tax
illegal.
returns, yeah, it is. And I mean, it's so, oh my gosh, even if he did only pay $750 and it was done legally, I'm not gonna be mad at the dude.
Well, no, because, I mean, if you are filing your taxes, you're going to do everything you can to make it where you get the most back, right? Any American who is in their right mind will do that. You will use
Even in Biden, the first debate that they had, Biden's like, you took advantage of it. No crap, dude. You're supposed to. That's why the law that you put in place was there, is to take advantage of it. I mean, you using the word advantage just makes it sound horrible, but I mean, that's what it's there for, is for you to use it, okay? My mom says, I agree, Adam, they need to get over it. Yes, they do. Jessica Level says, I thought it was funny that Biden had notes written down. Yes, I did know that.
I didn't know that.
Well, because you didn't see any part of Biden's, but I did notice that. Biden would read from it, let me get the numbers right. No, what he had was pre-written stuff.
Oh, no. Trump, he came prepared with a few things, too. He had something written down. At the very beginning, he's like, I knew that you were going to... Every question that was asked Trump, I took notes on. I wrote down the question. I wrote down Trump's answer. She said something about how the economy had gone down because of this whole COVID crap. Trump's like, no, I knew you were going to bring that up, so I took notes on it.
They're
he
so
goes,
predictable.
the UK is up 2,500%. The EU is up 720%, while the US is down 21%.
Down on what, though?
The death rates.
Oh.
Because they were expecting like 2,200,000
So we're
people
down 21%, and everybody else, well, not everybody, but the place you said are up like tremendous amounts.
Yes. While America is doing great, and Trump even said, even losing one person to COVID is just horrible. But we have done a tremendous job of keeping the death rates down.
This is the first thing that was brought up in Biden's thing was the COVID crap, and this is what he says. He says that, he keeps saying the same thing he always says about it. He says that back in February that he said people should stay inside. This is like one thing that the guy, I forget his name, Giuliani or whatever his name is, George, whatever. He called him out and said...
Rudy Giuliani?
Whatever his name is.
Okay.
He called him out and said there's nothing that says you ever said that. And then, of course, Biden goes back and says, oh, yeah, you're right. It was in March. So he lies about it, then agrees he lied to it because he got caught on that one thing. And like it was like a pat on the back. Like, it's okay, buddy. I got you.
Well, yeah,
you're wrong, but it's okay. That's all. That's the whole the thing. He never.
They, like Trump says, throw softball questions at Biden. They don't want to do anything that could potentially jeopardize Biden's chances of winning over Trump. Or saying the wrong thing. Biden will possibly say the wrong thing.
And also what
they don't want Biden to be able to be in that predicament to where he might.
Also, what Biden kept saying was that Americans didn't panic. America don't panic. It was Trump that panicked.
No.
That's what he said. And he said that it took a long time for Trump to get ventilators and stuff. That's what he said. Trump acted quickly.
Trump even
acted very
said
quickly.
that he acted quickly.
And that's why he got called a xenophobic from Biden, saying he was doing a travel ban too soon.
And Trump even said that Dr. Fauci even said that...
Wait, Fauci did. Fauci agreed. Fauci says that Trump... He basically praised Trump for the stuff
No. That's not what I'm saying. Fauci said that Trump was acting too soon.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that's what Trump said. Fauci said.
There's a lot of people saying he was acting too soon. He got called xenophobic for it and all this other crap. But then a month later is when they all changed.
Yeah, because they seen...
All right, we got some more comments we need to read out.
Okay, Jess said Biden's notes were on his plans, not like Trump's notes. Biden couldn't remember his own plans. And then Donna says they never asked Biden about his son.
Yes. Oh, I was waiting for anybody to ask him about his son.
No, but Trump's taxes gets brought up.
Yeah, Trump's taxes is like totally bogus. No proof of anything. And they actually have this proof of, Biden's son, and it's under investigation. But at least they have some sort of proof, to show it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, they never asked him about that. They never asked Biden any hard question. It was all easy stuff. And like Jessica was pointing out, yes, he had his own plans written down like he couldn't remember it. It's not his plans. It's not his plan.
No, it's not.
Okay, this is my
Harris
opinion. I'm going to point this out. This is my opinion. But I don't think it's his plans at all. It's the plans that they are giving him to make him sound good. That's why I personally think.
Well, they don't sound good, okay? They don't.
Well,
Can
that's
I,
another thing
can I like point something out? He kept saying how, oh, we're on the 3rd break, 4th break, even the 5th break now. I think Trump's had like 2 breaks. They've been
Yes,
on
we
break
took
for
a
2.
total of 6 breaks. Biden took a total
Whoa.
of 6 breaks the entire time. And we cut it off at 8:30. I thought it was supposed to go on to 9.
Really? We went on till 9.
You did?
Yeah, I believe we did. Well, I was still taking notes.
Yeah, we cut off at 8:30, which is an hour and a half. I thought it was supposed to go on
Trump
for 2
had
hours.
like two breaks, 2 commercial breaks.
So I'm saying, and the whole time, the moderator guy would just, sit back and let him answer stuff. He don't call him out. He don't follow up with questions. None of the audience has followed up with questions, which I don't know if they're allowed to or not. Probably not. Probably would have all these kinds of
No,
rules.
for Biden, they just asked him a question. Biden answered, and then the moderator, whatever.
He would ask a different question, and then he would answer. The only two things he kind of called him out on, which this second one I'm about to bring up is interesting. The first thing he brought up was that there's nothing showing that he said anything back in February to stay inside and blah blah blah. The second thing is about him packing the courts. He said he would not answer packing courts, so he kept asking. He kept asking like lightly, like, "Come on, go ahead, tell us, buddy. Just tell us, man. Come on." Like 3 times, and he says, Biden said, let me find it real quick so I don't. Oh, and I also got to talk about the mandates of vaccines. Gosh, he said something along the lines of he would tell the voters that after they find out what they're going to do with Amy Coney Barrett.
He will tell
everybody that
if he's going to pack the court.
he's going to tell everybody that he's going to pack the court before Election Day. Now, mind you, Election Day is what, 18 days away?
Okay.
So, mail-in voting is probably already, taking place and stuff, so. But he said he's going to wait until whatever happens with Amy Coney Barrett. That's going to determine whether or not he is going to tell the voters if he's going to pack the Supreme Court or not. Now, he was also asked about, and then the moderator, kept asking
We're
like
skipping.
2 or 3 times. Well, I mean, it's probably because we're phone's hot.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll change Monday though because we're getting internet. But also he was asked about if he would force people to take vaccines. Let me find that because it's really interesting what it says. Okay, yes, Biden says he will mandate vaccines if scientists say it's safe. Like if 80% or something of scientists say it's safe to take. And he said if they don't mandate it, then he got onto masks. He's like, okay, using it as an example.
Wait, I'm sorry, but if these vaccines are mandated to take, I will not be taking it.
And he was he was using a mask as an example, saying if they don't, he will go to the governors to make people mandate masks. So he's trying to get people to mandate.
Are we still skipping?
No, not on earth, he says. So maybe it's just my phone. I don't know.
Well, Jess said that Biden's ended at 8:30. Trump's quit at 8. And also, Donna says that also plans that Trump has already been doing. Jess said maybe I missed something. We're not skipping. Well, that's great because we're skipping on his end.
Wait, Jessica says ours for Trump quit at 8.
Mm-hmm.
How did he quit at 8?
Yeah, I don't blame you, Jess. I won't either.
Yeah, I'm not taking them. I mean, they're going to have to, physically force me. If they try to come physically force me, I'm going to physically force a bullet down their throat.
Violence.
Well, I mean, I'm being honest
Well,
with you.
I want to say something about this peaceful transfer. She brought up peaceful transfer.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as the
Yeah.
first debate. That's all it is.
The question was that
Hold on, before you go into that. The peaceful transfer. They haven't peacefully transferred power over to Trump yet.
Trump mentions
Still.
that. He mentions that.
And if he wins the second election, it's going to be worse than what it was now. I seen a meme someone shared earlier that said they're scared of what the Democrats are going to do if they get into office, and even scared to know what they're going to do if they don't get the office.
You know what is scary? It is scary because we all know how corrupt the Democrats are. And yeah, we don't want that taking over the economy. We don't want that taking over America. I mean, if you care about America, you don't want to see that happen to
This
America.
is going to be a turning point in America, and people need to get really serious about this.
Yeah, for sure. Talking about the peaceful transfer, Trump says yes, only if it's fair, but ballot dumping isn't fair. Then she's like, that's not proven. There's no evidence of widespread fraud. Trump says that, you watch the news, right? The news talks about ballots that are being fraudulent. And then she goes, yeah, but there are millions that are being processed right now. Like, she doesn't even talk about the fact that
Does she not understand how close it can come down to, like, just a few people?
He even said
in certain places to flip that whole state.
Then Trump mentions peaceful transfer again. He's like, 3.5 years that he's had to deal with fighting off these maniacs, he called them, and turns out that they are the ones who dealt with Russia, like the whole hoax with Hillary.
Yeah, I mean, they've never transferred power over to Trump at all.
No, he's even
instead they try to impeach him.
Like 3.5 years, he's still trying to fight from the transfer over to his power, you know? He's still trying to fight off the maniacs, he called them.
Well, I mean, that's what they are. Nancy's freaking crazy.
He talks about Nancy.
They're trying to pass. I think they're trying to pass something to get her out of office, which totally makes sense.
Needs to be done.
Which totally makes sense because I mean they're pointing out like how
she's super corrupt. She doesn't care about you.
She's been in office for over 30 years, and she's going crazy. Like I legit think she's crazy.
She probably is.
Just like she in that one interview.
Good morning. Good Sunday morning.
Anyway,
right in the middle of a question, like.
I love that video we've seen that too. and then George, or not George. Why are you saying George? I think because Biden kept calling him George. Is that his real name or something?
Who, Wallace?
No. The moderator that moderated Biden tonight.
Oh, well, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
George.
I don't know who moderated. Jess says, I thought it stopped at 8. We changed the channel back to Biden. That's why I said I have missed something because I probably changed the channel.
Yeah, you did change channels too soon, I think. But a funny thing I saw when I started watching Trump was in the background when he he kept answering the question. You see that woman back there?
Yeah,
she was totally into it. Like, yeah.
She knew
Trump was telling
her.
That's what she was like. It's funny. I didn't see that in Biden. Biden had no freaking energy whatsoever.
Okay, well, Trump was asked a question. He was asked, after you getting COVID, has your opinions on masks changed? His answer was no, because he was okay with it to begin with.
Right, he's made it clear.
The moderator or whatever, she kept fighting him. He's like, look, we're on the same side. I said I was okay with it to begin with. She's like, well, let's move on to a different question. And then then they talk about his health care. Because we all know that...
oh, boy, I'd love to talk about his healthcare.
Okay, well, the question was... Trump's healthcare plan. What is Trump's healthcare plan to make it affordable? That Trump answered, he said, okay, so I've got rid of Obamacare. He got rid of, not the Obamacare, but the mandate of Obamacare. By doing that, it brings the healthcare cost way down. He managed it to get the healthcare cost way down. He wants to terminate it completely because he wants to install something much less expensive that is much better of a healthcare because Obama's healthcare, the Obamacare, he thinks is crap.
Well, I mean, it was crap. We got some more comments real quick. Yes. Okay, yes. George Stephanopoulos. That's what his name is. And then Jessica says, I saw her. And then my dad says, Trump did stop at 8. We watched it all. I didn't know that. I don't know. I didn't know they stopped at 8. But that's probably because Biden took so many breaks. Jessica says, do you think that was Harris is Biden's audience? Top row of seats to the left of where Biden was facing. She's supposed to be. I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Wait, who's supposed to be quarantined?
Harris was supposed to be quarantined. Somebody on her campaign thing tested positive. So now what I think is going to happen is now it's going to go through the Democrats now, and then Biden's somehow going to get it now, and now the third debate, the actual debate, is going to get canceled. That way, because the first debate was a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah,
and they're not want to do the third one, I guarantee it.
Oh, can we talk about this stimulus check that was asked in Trump's thing? Okay, so there was a question. Was why doesn't Trump use his office to make the second stimulus check a separate target emergency relief package to help Americans? Trump answered, it was he passed 3 packages, and on the 4th, Trump agreed with the question. The problem is Nancy. She thinks it's bad for her election. She is in Trump's way because she doesn't appreciate the workers. The reason why the stimulus check isn't being passed is because of Nancy. Nancy's not happy with the I would say trillions to go into the stimulus check is a pretty good amount of money to be passed to the workers. Nancy's not happy with that. She wants more.
Yeah, well, from what I understand, it's just Nancy and just the left in general wants more to pay for extra stuff that doesn't need to be paid for COVID-19. Another thing that Biden keeps bringing up, okay, he said this, and I'd like to check this out because I don't know how true it is. It says 13 years for the average black male to go to jail for the same crime versus 2 years for white.
Where did he get that?
I don't know. I'd like to look. I wrote that down so I can actually look that up. So there's another one. He says systemic racism is a problem. Systemic racism is not a problem. A lot of people will hate me for that, but it's not a problem. So yes, it's not a problem, especially in the police. I have all kinds of statistics over that. Anyway, he was going over how we need police reform and stuff, and he said why can't the cops just shoot people in the leg?
Why can't
to de-escalate the situation?
Why can't cops?
That's what he wants the cops to do, is shoot them in the leg instead of going straight to fatally. Well, if the other dude's holding a gun at you, you're not gonna shoot him in the leg because they can still kill you. For one, and for two, this part right here is a lot better to aim at than your leg. Because if you're shooting, especially if you're shooting at concrete, that bullet, if you miss the leg, you're going to hit the concrete and then go up and potentially hit somebody else. If you hit in the center mass where you're supposed to aim, for one, I mean, you're less likely to...
Well, people who say stuff like that don't think.
And he's also saying psychologists should go with cops during, de-escalating situations.
Yeah.
Psychologists.
Yeah, because I can just hear the psychologist. Remember what we talked about in your last session? And
he also got asked about...
They'll just be there, and he can't properly perform his job with someone yakking in his ear. He can't make the right choices if someone's like, don't shoot him there. We talked about this.
He also got asked about the Amy Coney Barrett thing, because, everybody, you get asked the same questions.
Yeah,
but he says he thinks the Constitution implies that it says the people vote for who represents them. Which, Trump is in presidency for 4 years. It hasn't been 4 years yet, by the way. And not only that, 29 other times presidents have done the same exact thing as what Trump is doing right now.
I will...
29 times. And they're making a big deal about it because it's Trump doing it. Oh yeah, we got some more comments. Sorry, we're getting on.
Okay. Donna says, yes, she wants more for things that have nothing to do with the virus. And then Jess says, what about the 8-year-old transgender girl?
Oh, on Biden?
Is that on Biden?
Yeah.
What happened there?
I didn't exactly catch all of it because that's when Lila was in here.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get to catch all of that, but I heard a little bit of that, but I can't really comment on it because I didn't.
I don't know anything
My
about
daughter
it.
was in here and...
Well, going back to the Amy Barrett thing, the question was, what does Trump say to voters who thinks that it's hypocritical to act in such a manner as in to push through to a nominee in election year, and they can't trust
You know what that reminds me of?
Republicans' words. Why can I not talk?
Reminds me of nominee, nom on your knee. All on your knee.
Okay, no, so Trump's answer was, when I was elected, it was for a term of 4 years, not 3. It happened to come up that a seat became vacant, and I had to fill it. I had plenty of time to do it. 29 times it was done. She was on the other feet, and they done it too. Why is Trump getting the big rep for it? If 29 other presidents have done this in the election year, have filled a vacant seat in the court.
Because
why is it a big deal that Trump does it when 29 other presidents have done it too?
The problem with them hating Trump so bad is because Trump wants to give more power to the people where it's supposed to be. That's why they hate Trump so much.
The only thing I can hear right now is "Nami."
Biden promises to guarantee $15,000 for first-time homeowners.
What?
Biden is promising he's going to guarantee $15,000 for first-time home owners.
Guaranteed.
It doesn't matter how bad your credit is or any of that crap. It's guaranteed $15,000. I mean, you get like a little shack.
Yeah.
But it's $15,000 guaranteed.
We can finally afford a shed out back. We're buying
No, but this is our first home, so
Yeah.
we already got it.
With the thing about the ACB being confirmed to Supreme Court.
Before you go into that, the crime bill got brought up on Biden's side, and his basically what he said about it was that where was it? He said every black American voted for it too.
Hey, there's more.
What?
Go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
And then things in it I was for was good. All the things in the bill that was bad, he wasn't for.
That's saying it lightly, Joe.
Oh gosh, he's an idiot. He's an idiot.
That's just he's stupid. Okay, Biden, you're stupid. Okay, Jess says, Donna said Biden also had a brilliant idea to turn cow manure and chicken poop into fertilizer. Then Jess says, LOL, we laugh so hard about the manure thing, been done for years. He just automatically came up with this just tonight.
He also says by 2035 emissions and stuff will be to zero. That's
what is it?
Emissions or the pollution, all that crap will be down to zero in 2035, which is impossible.
So no one can blame.
It's not possible for that to happen, guys. Just so you know that is a lie. That is impossible for that to happen.
Wow.
It's impossible.
Okay, so when we were talking about Trump being asked about Amy Coney Barrett, right, filling the vacant seat, Savannah goes, so you want Amy to be confirmed to the Supreme Court in case challenges come up with the election. Do you expect her to rule for you?
And also,
hang on, let me say his answer. Trump says that I think she'll have to make that decision on her own. They think that like she's some little puppy who follows everybody's order.
Well, they're trying to get one thing just so they cannot confirm her. That's all this is over. Is trying to get that one thing so they don't have to confirm her. That's all it is.
Trump says that it's totally up to her. I think she would be able to rule for or against me. She would be able to, but he doesn't think that she has any conflict with Trump at all.
Well, I don't think she does either. I mean, if you guys actually watched her interviews and stuff, or her
she's brilliant.
Biden even was saying that she wasn't answering stuff. He said he wasn't there to hear the hearing. He came back and read online all this stuff, and he said basically she didn't answer any questions. She did answer questions. She is trying to be as unbiased as possible, which she should be.
Yeah.
I mean, she should be. And
yeah,
I think she's
they're
doing,
wanting someone who is biased, hoping that they are biased in the part of Democrats. That's what they're wanting, and she's not. So they don't want her in the court.
No, but the part I did see of Trump, I mean, he was answering awesome. I like the way, and the guys kept sharing stuff in the Think Tank, which is the Facebook group that we have. So if you're not if you're not on it, join it so you don't miss out on that. But the stuff that they shared on there.
Yeah, well, I
Trump
was taking, I took 15 pages of notes here, so I've seen you guys comment and stuff and post stuff, but I couldn't go. I was in the middle.
But Biden keeps saying, too, that Trump tells people to inject themselves with bleach.
Does he not know sarcasm whenever he hears it? I mean, hell, he even said that he was speaking sarcastically.
Yeah, but if Biden speaks sarcastically, it's
Oh, we got another comment. Jess says, I think answered that very well. I was happy with his answer. I'm assuming she's talking about Trump. I was too. Donna says, Barrett is smarter than any of the people in that room. Yes.
Oh, Barrett's a genius compared to those people in that room, and I love it.
Barrett, I think, but it's Barrett.
I don't know. And then Biden's brilliant plan for COVID to open up businesses is to get them the right stuff and to, when they open it, keep their distance and keep cleaning and testing, which is literally everything that's being done right now. That's his brilliant plan.
Trump had a question like that. Let me see if I can find it.
Of course they did, because they keep asking the same dang questions.
Okay. What was his plan about what?
COVID-19, like with businesses and such.
Okay. Talking about how is Trump going to get America back on track. Okay, so he said that 11.4 million jobs has been created. 7.8 unemployment, a record low, by the way. By closing it down, he saved 2 million lives, and then he opened it back up, and economy is bouncing back. Then he said something later on.
All right, while you're looking for that, since you were saying numbers and stuff, every time Biden got asked about like some certain thing about numbers, he would say you know, this random numbers you mess up, then he turn around and say a different number, and he just jumble all these freaking numbers together, and then make it sound legit. All right, we got some more. Town hall ? Didn't Trump cancel the meeting because they wanted it to be streamed? Yes, Trump canceled the meeting or the second debate because they wanted to change it to virtual.
No. They changed it to virtual
That's
without even consulting Trump. They changed it. Trump said, okay, I'm not participating in it, something that's virtual. They kept it at virtual knowing that Trump wasn't going to participate in it, so it got canceled.
Right, yeah.
It's not because Trump wanted the second debate canceled. They switched it up unknowingly to Trump.
Yes, Trump administration.
And he wasn't going to participate in Biden being possibly fed the answers. So, yeah, they mentioned that.
Yeah, which, I mean, they kept trying to make it sound like it was Trump's fault, though. They did the same thing during... You can't? Okay. They said the same thing during...
Yeah, okay. Talking about the economy and the tax rates and stuff that Trump has done, how he cut corporate tax rates, okay?
Right.
So the question was, why Trump wants corporate tax rates lower and why will it help them, okay? Trump answered that we've created more jobs than ever, companies pouring into our nation because of tax rates. If Biden raises the tax rates that Trump has cut, we will end up with a Great Depression like we have never had. New companies who came in because of our tax cuts will leave. That means that the jobs that they brought in will also leave, which will lower the economy, lower jobs, essentially take away everything that Trump has done. The tax cuts that Biden wants to take away, it will take away job opportunities that Trump has created. It will take away all of that because of the corporates are coming over because of the tax cuts, okay? So whenever they come over, so does the new jobs, which open up for America. If Biden comes in and takes away the tax cuts, those corporations, they're going to leave because they're not stupid, okay? They're not going to want any part of being taxed higher and everything. So they're going to leave, which takes away the jobs.
We do got a couple more comments. Christian, I hope I pronounce this right. Well, I just won't say the last name. Trump on the economy. He didn't give any specific suggestions on how to get the economy going. He simply dodged the question. I don't know. I wasn't watching Trump. I was watching the Biden side. What do you think about that?
Okay.
I mean, Trump's did great for the economy. The economy is coming back up at record, settings.
Well, he did say about getting the economy going that he, hang on.
Let her find it. Okay. And then Don, which my dad says, Biden wants our lifestyle now to be norm. It's easily controlled. Trump wants to move past the events now and open up and get back the way things were. He doesn't want the virus to define us. And then Jessica says, Biden didn't answer one single question. And then, excuse me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but Sheridan, I think is how you say your name.
Yeah.
I can certainly understand Trump not wanting to do it virtually, as Biden the last few months have been reading a ton of promoters. Okay, so you got the economy thing real quick?
Yes, okay, so going back, where was that?
It's right here, Christian.
Okay, Christian, going back to how Trump was dodging the question, he didn't come out and specifically say any suggestions on how to get the economy going. He has came out and stated what he has done for the economy to help it boost. He didn't...
So stuff he's already done.
Yeah, like creating jobs, bringing the unemployment rate significantly down, closing the economy whenever the pandemic started, and now he's opening it back up, versus if Biden is in office, he's going to want to close the economy down, keep children out of school. How is that supposed to help the economy, help it be better? Because apparently Biden is going to make the economy better than
all
Trump
these
has.
tax stuff that Trump has put into place that has helped the economy, obviously, and the unemployment low, all-time low or whatever, has obviously helped the economy, okay? And the first thing that Biden and Harris says they want to do is stop those taxes. Mm-hmm. That's what they said to do. That's the first, day one, that's what Harris said she was going to do. Okay, I want to go back to what my dad says. Biden wants our lifestyle now to be the normal. It's easily controlled. Trump wants to move past the events now and open up and get back the way things were. Yes, even in the Harris-Pence debate, Pence was saying how, he wants to trust the people should be able to make their own decisions. And Harris was basically the opposite, saying it should be controlled by... No.
I want to say that, Don, I like your choice of words there. How he wants our lifestyle now to be the new norm. I'll be driving down the road, listening to the radio, and an ad will come on talking about how kids are diversified in schools, how they have to wear masks in schools, and they call it the new norm. They are trying to, if Biden is voted into office, they are trying to prepare everyone now for this to be socially normal, that this is going to be your lifestyle, that this is the new norm. There should be no new norm. Things need to go back the way...
And not to mention, they want this to be the new normal when, what is it, age up to like 74 or 75 years old, you have a 99% chance of survival of this, and this is what they want you to do. This is what they're doing to you. And then when you're 75 or older, you still got a 94% chance.
This is the new normal. They want you to wear masks. They want to... keep people apart. They don't want you to gather in big groups anymore. You know where you see a whole lot of, if you take a step back and look at the whole situation, look at America. We're all being mandated to wear masks. We are being forced to stay separate away from each other. They don't want people to gather into big groups. Does that kind of remind you of any other country where they're trying to take a hold and take control of their citizens to where you can't gather, you can't get in a big group, and you can't talk to each other. You gotta wear masks. That's not a country that I want to live in. That's not the future I want for my kids.
It shouldn't be the future anybody wants
that
for the children or
shouldn't
kids.
be normal. That's not the new normal. I'm not okay with that.
I want to bring up a great point today. I had, because I work with a lot of people, I finally got a handshake today. First time in a very long time I got a handshake.
That's what they don't want people to socialize like that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I want to go on to a different, someone else. Where was we? Was that one?
No, we're back at this.
Oh, no, Jessica. Jessica says Biden didn't answer one single question. Not good. I mean, he answered them, just not good. I mean, it's just, they were kind of all everywhere, and he had to go back to his notes. But yeah,
like that one question that was asked, and then his answer. It was like a kid. Something you ask a kid, and they answer. It was like a kid question with a kid answer. You know?
You want to read that one?
Which Don said, Trump understands the outcome of opening up yields a far better outcome than the path we are on now.
Right, and
I
it
agree.
shows. I mean, it's showing. I mean, jobs are coming back, unemployment's coming back.
Biden wants to take the tax cuts away. He wants to shut the economy down. How is that supposed to boost the economy if you're shutting it down? If you're
not only shutting the economy down, but also taking away the taxes that Trump has put into place.
If you take away those taxes, our jobs are employment rate's going to go up. Our jobs are going to be gone because they're not going to want any part of Harris administration if Biden is elected.
Yeah, because she's even said that, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has.
All right, Jessica says, party at her house, no mask needed. All right.
We'll be there.
Just leave your address below, Jess. We'll all be there.
Yeah.
And thank God for homeschooling because I couldn't do that in public school. Oh, yeah.
No.
And then Sheridan says, I'm having trouble understanding the anti-Trump movement and media. It's the same as where I'm from in Denmark. In Denmark, we got 100% anti-Trump from the 6 major news agencies. It's all over the place. The anti-Trump thing is all over the place.
They're completely biased.
I don't understand it either. I don't know why they hate. The only thing I can come up with is Trump. To me personally, I feel like Trump is wanting to give more power to the people, take away, less government power. That's all I feel. That's what I feel like is happening, and they're hating him for it. So obviously they're attacking him, and tonight shows again that they're attacking him.
Yeah.
I mean, you should see the difference in the questions, how they come at him with questions.
Trump understands that he works for us, the American people. We don't work for him. He understands that he works for us, not the other way around. Biden, he wants you to work for him. He wants you to work hard so that way he can remain in office for another 47 years.
Yes, exactly. This is a very, very important election. I hope you guys...
Very important. Hi, hey, mental health and physical health. I'm glad to see you back joining us again. They say this mask mandate is really ridiculous. I really can't talk tonight.
Okay, this is what drives me crazy about this mask thing is there is a lot of studies out there that shows that masks don't even work, for one, and for two, we're not supposed to be forced to be able to do something like that. But when a company does it, it's okay.
No.
You know? Like it's not either way. It's not okay.
Yeah, okay, so let me tell a story here for a second. Back on this whole mask thing. A person I know. Okay, so she was supposed to go out with a group of friends. Okay, now I don't know about you. My group of friends, we don't wear masks. Okay, we just don't wear masks. We don't have COVID. We know we don't have COVID, but we don't wear masks whenever we're hanging out in our group. Okay, it's just us. We know we don't have COVID in our small little group we hang out in. Okay, so the person I know, she was supposed to be hanging out with her friend in this, like a group of 3 or 4, okay? One person in the group says, well, you can't hang out with us unless you've got a mask. And they're like hanging out for like 5 hours at a... That's a long freaking time to wear a mask.
You know what I told her? Bye, Felicia. That's what I told her.
That she sounds like the type of person who's going to tattle on you if you're not wearing a mask.
Well, that's what they want. They want you to tell on your neighbors. That's exactly what they want. All right, Jessica saying, I agree about the mask. Very ridiculous, and my family refuses to wear them. I refuse to wear them too.
I tell him all the time, if we have to go out into public and they are mandating masks, I'm walking out. We're not going. We won't shop there. We're going to have to charge up this camera.
We're about to get off anyway. Oh, Spider-Man, what is up, man? Nice to see you here. All right, let's go on to mental health and physical health again. Biden can't win for he has major health problems and he is mentally stable. I think the government the left is planning on his mental incapabilities.
That 25th Amendment Nancy was trying to aim at Trump, it's going to go toward Biden.
Oh yeah, I think that's what they're aiming for. They're hoping
he's not fit.
That's exactly why they brought that up.
Yeah.
All right, my man Spider-Man. Better watch out. Alright, I think it's stupid because you have to walk inside of a restaurant with a mask on, but then you are seated. Oh, that reminds me. Who was the governor of California?
Yeah, in between bites.
Is suggesting people
to put your mask back on.
To put your mask on and off between bites.
Well, wait a bit. Wait a minute. Think about it. You're touching your mask constantly. You've got germs on your hands. What about those germaphobes out there? What happens if you get food on your mask? Your mask gets dirty. Do you have to wear gloves?
Well, it's stupid because when you're sitting here, you're breathing, you're letting out your air droplets. But when you sit down and eat, you're doing the same thing.
Or those places you go, they fix your food for you. What about if they didn't wash their hands? What about if they accidentally cough in your food, sneeze in your food, or touched a door handle or something? You never know, you know?
You never know till you know, you know?
I know.
Let's go to that one.
Don says, Mike Pence elaborated that the mask should be a personal health choice in our free society.
I really like Mike Pence and the fly that was on his head.
Yes.
I like them both.
Yeah, vote Mike Pence 2025 if he runs.
2025.
Yeah, 2024, 25.
That's close enough.
Vote Mike.
And then mental health and physical health. I mean, mentally unstable. Yeah, he's. I think anybody can see that. But I think that's what the left is betting on.
He speaks for himself.
And also, you say, I would love to hang with you guys. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know where you live, but that'd be cool. Spider-Man, exactly, does not make sense. Jessica, I don't know why I keep saying last names now. That's what we were told to do here in Kentucky, in between bites and drinks. Obviously, I did not do any of it. I would just cut a hole in my mask.
They do that. They do that.
It's not about like the efficiency of the mask. It's just about you.
Yeah, you just gotta wear it. What if someone draws the mask thing on? Will that be okay also? Like, how does that work?
That's my mask right
I've got a question. What if, say you do follow this whole stupid, might I ask, charade of in-between bites crap, okay? Whenever you take your mask down to put another bite of food, what if a COVID droplet flies into your mouth with your food? What then? Because it's possible.
Baby, all I got to say about it is you have such a great chance of survival. Yes, people do die from this. People die from a lot of different things. People die
We're not
from,
making fun of the
No.
fact that people die
people
from
die
it.
from eating unhealthy. Okay, people die from a lot of different things.
Where's the big rise of that stuff?
And then they want to bring up masks now. How come they didn't make you wear a mask during, just a regular cold and flu season? Because it's not about that. This is all a political stunt.
Yes.
That's all it is.
It's
In my
political.
opinion, I'm gonna say it's my opinion.
Okay, our opinion. It's political. They want to control you, and look how many people are falling for it.
All right, you want to read that?
Dawn says, would you quit? Dawn says Trump denied food because of a mask-wearing server who was touching his... Yeah, whenever he talked about being in Walter Reed, and he was brought his food, and the person who brought his food, he kept... You know what Nancy Pelosi does. She constantly moves her mask in crowd.
He said Biden wears the biggest mask.
Yeah, and then I put the thing on Facebook. He kept
No,
touching his mask and everything, readjusting it and everything. Trump's like, by the way, just so you know, I didn't eat the food.
All right, Jessica says I'm going to try that Halloween makeup at Walmart to see if they... Dude, that'd be
Do
great.
it. I hope you
my
do.
mask right here.
I hope you do. Let me know what they say or if anything happens.
And Spider-Man says, according to the CDC, 99.7% of a survival rate. And this is what they are doing to people with a 99.7% hold on a second, survival rate. And you guys should see how other countries are taking advantage of this on the people that, are living there. They are taking total control over this.
Yes.
Our battery's about to die. We're going to have to get off here pretty soon. Sheridan says, it's kind of fun. Hillary was falling all over the place, dropping green stuff into her glass, swirling her head like a maniac, and so on and so on. She was predicted to win. Same scenario now. Oh, yeah. It's the same thing. It's all a mind game is all it is. She had a 90% chance of winning. And that went whoop, right down the toilet.
I want to say, before we do get off, Savannah had asked Trump, how might you improve in your second term of being elected for president if he wins, and why should you get a second chance at presidency? Trump's, and I couldn't have said it any better myself, Trump says, because, and I'm quoting him, I wrote exactly word for word down, okay? So Trump says, because I've done a great job, it's a great job. He's done a great job.
I've done a great job.
He's built the strongest economy in the world. We closed it up. We are coming around the corner. Vaccines coming out soon, and our economy is strong. We are at a level with jobs like we've never been before. Rebuilt military. We've rebuilt our borders. We had no borders. We had no nothing. We've rebuilt so much. We've given you the greatest tax cut in the history of our country, greatest regulation cut, equality, it's as important, and we created new levels of job that nobody thought was possible. And next year, it's going to be better than ever before.
I think it's funny how, all the left people, like Joe Biden, they act like, when they're doing these debates, they act like, what Hillary did.
Yeah.
Don't do that little stupid smirk. All right, we're gonna have to get off. Yeah, thumbs up, Spider-Man. Thumbs up to you, man. Thumbs up to everybody out here.
Oh.
We appreciate all the participation in this and giving your thoughts on this as well.
Yeah.
We love it, so please keep it up. Do not forget to subscribe. Hit the like button to show a little bit of support. And also, our Facebook group is linked down in the description. We have a lot of fun on there. People talk a lot. You have one more thing you said?
I do want to say that Trump was asked about a question. What will his administration do better to prepare our law enforcement officers to work in collaboration with the communities that they serve, and also to protect the lives of innocent Black and Latinos from police brutality and justice? Trump says that he understands. He has a Senate, Tim Scott from South Carolina, that came up with a bill that was strong in terms of law enforcement and strong in terms of enforcing the proper thing and doing proper things by law enforcement. But Dems wouldn't go for it. The Democrats are the one who stopped this bill from being brought into place. Not Trump, it was the Democrats, okay? Trump says that he has done more for the Black community than any other president but Abraham Lincoln. He said he knows he's going to get backlash from this, but it's true, because he's brought criminal justice reform when Obama and Biden never tried. They never wanted to. They didn't even try. Prison reform was brought by Trump. Historically, Black colleges were funded by Trump.
1%,
And
maybe.
opportunity zones
1%.
were also. Okay, yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We're going to get off here, though, because we're on 1% on the camera there.
Yeah.
But thanks for telling us awesome job, and we appreciate all the comments and stuff. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow again if you guys want to come back on. Don't forget the Facebook group is in the description down below, and we will see you guys some other time Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Great beard. Wait, don't stop yet. It takes a little. It's a lag, so it takes just a little bit.
Okay.
Good.
Yep.
You sure?
Nope.
Well, what about now?
Nope.